What's going on, everybody? My name is Carleton Maybell with a quick message. I recently just launched my GoFundMe campaign, and I need everyone to please go give any amount. Every amount is extremely appreciated. And I have awesome rewards for you, ranging from you can get your request on an elite list. Now, right now, I have a standard list. Anybody who's requested a song, I have it. I keep really good records, so I have it all down. But I am creating a new list for people who donate. For the donors, it's called the elite list. So if you have a song that you really like, and I just have never gotten to it, go donate any amount. It can even be $1, any amount, and that your request will go right to the elite list, and that way you have an extremely good chance of me getting those done, because that's the list that I'm focusing on. That's what I'm running through this spring break. So please go there, get it in early. You can do that. And also there's other rewards like Skype sessions and insured songs that are definitely going to get done. So definitely you want to check that out. And like I said, every donation is a great donation. So thank you all. Let's get right into the tutorial.
True music.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Carleton Maybell, aka True Music, and right now I'm coming to you with X Factor by Lauryn Hill. It was requested by the first person to donate, and her name is Jacqueline. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. But Jacqueline, I want to say thank you so much for donating. It means so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm also just so glad that I've been able to help you get back into the keys and hopefully help you grow as a musician. So thank you so much for watching my channel and donating. It means a ton. So let's get right into the tutorial, though, you all. Everybody else who's watching, I ask that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. That means a ton also. But let's get right into it. I'm going to break this song up into 3 parts. It's going to be an intro, then it's going to be a verse, then it's going to be like, what's that other part? It's kind of like a bridge. I guess I'll call it a bridge, but it's going to be essentially three parts. So let's get right into it. I'm going to play the intro for you first, and then I'm going to start showing you how to play the song. So the song is going to sound like this. Okay, that's going to be the intro. Then it's going to go into the verse, and the verse goes down here. So it's... Okay, that's the verse, and it kind of loops and loops. And there's also another variation of how you can play the verse, and I'm going to show you that also. And then you have the no matter how I let you go. You know, and so on and so on. And that's my favorite part of the song, to be honest. But yeah, I'm going to show you that also. That's part 3. So let's get right into it. The intro is going to start right here. It's going to go. Okay. What that is, your right hand is going to hit a B, E flat, G flat, B flat. Your left hand is going to hit an A flat to a G flat. An A flat and a G flat, I'm sorry, in the left hand. Okay. So boom. That's your first chord. And after you hit it, your pinky is going to hit this B flat again. So it's going to go. Okay. And after that, your right hand is going to hit a B natural, and it's going to hit an E flat. Okay, so you're going to go. Okay, then you're going to go right here. So you're going to hit that E flat again, and you're going to go right here. Okay, right there, your right hand is going to hit a B flat, D flat, G flat. And your left hand is going to hit a G flat and an F in the bass. Okay, so I'm going to play up to that point real slow. It's going to go like this. Okay. Okay. Once you get here, what you're going to do is your right hand is going to hit a B flat and an E flat together. Then it's going to hit a D flat and a G flat together. And then it's going to hit a D flat and an E flat together. Okay, so we left off at this chord. We left off at this chord right here. Okay, then we go, like I said. Okay, and you take it right back to the top. So slowly from the beginning, it's gonna sound like this. Then it repeats. Okay. That is the whole intro. So you can get that down. Now, that's the simple way of playing the intro. If you want to make it a little bit more difficult and more original to the track, you can go, your left hand will change from just this. That's what I originally showed you. That's the original left hand I showed you. If you want to make it more difficult, you go, then you're going to hit this E flat, then you're going to go back to your G flat F, and you're going to hit your G flat 2 times. Okay? So it's very similar to the original. It's just you're adding this E flat right here as like a transition, and you're bouncing your left hand a little bit. So you're going like this. Okay, so I'm going to show you how that sounds. The more intricate way sounds like this. Oh, then it repeats. Okay, that's how it would sound if you want to bounce the bass more. Me personally, I like the first way, the more simple way. It sounds more flowy and simple and just beautiful. So I would probably go with the first way. But if you want to sound more original to the track, you can do the other left hand. So that's the intro. That is part 1. So now we're gonna get into part 2, which is the verse, and the verse is gonna start right here. Okay, now mind you, before I get into this, there are 2 ways you can play the verse. There's 2 variations of how you can play the verse. So this is the first variation. I'll show you the second one after this one. So you will start right here. Right here, your right hand is gonna do a G flat, B flat, B natural, E flat. Your left hand is gonna do an A flat in the bass. You can do octaves. I do octaves, or you can just hit the single note. Doesn't matter. So, okay, and you want to bounce that just like in the intro. Okay, so you're gonna go. Then your left hand is gonna go to this E flat, and your second chord is gonna go here. Okay, right here, your right hand is gonna do a D flat, F, A flat, D flat. Okay, and your left hand, like I said, is gonna go to this G flat in the bass. Okay, it's gonna hit it to make it bounce. Okay, then your right hand hits this chord again. It goes up back to the top. Okay, that's going to be the rhythm for the first variation of how you want to play the verse, and you can play that through the whole verse section of the song, and it'll sound good. You don't have to do the second variation, but I'm going to show it to you. So if you do, okay, that's the first variation, right? Now you can end this. This is optional. You can add this. You can end it on a, and then you take it back to the top. Okay, so what that is the same thing I showed you in the intro. After you hit this chord, after you hit your second chord, your right hand is gonna hit a B flat and an E flat together. This is gonna hit a D flat and a G flat together. This is gonna hit a D flat and an E flat together. Okay, and that will finish off the first variation of the verse. So I'm gonna play for you slowly. It's gonna go. Okay, that's the first variation of how you can play the verse. Okay, now the second variation of how you can play the verse, it's gonna go like this. Okay, that's the second way you can play it. So that is very similar to the intro. What you're doing, your right hand is gonna hit a B natural, E flat, G flat, B flat. Your left hand is gonna do a A flat. I do octaves, like I said, A flat octave in the bass. Okay, your right hand is doing almost the same thing as the intro. So, okay, you're gonna hit that B flat twice. So you're gonna hit a B and an E flat. Okay, Then it's going to hit the E flat again. You're going to go to this chord. What this is, your right hand's going to hit an F, B flat, D flat, G flat. Your left hand's going to hit a G flat octave in the bass. Okay, so I'm going to play up to right there. It's going to go. Okay, so right there, this is just where we left off at. Then you want to do your, okay, I showed you that before, but I'm going to tell you it again. It's a B flat and an E flat, to a D flat and a G flat, to a D flat and an E flat. Okay, so I'm going to play the second variation for you very slowly. It's going to sound like this. One more time. Okay, that's the second variation. So that you can add that in there too. If you want, whichever one is easier for you, that's what you should play. If the first one is easier, which I think the first one is easier because it's just 2 chords, you can play that through the whole song. You can sing with it and it'll sound amazing. Well, not through the whole song, but through the whole verse section of the song, it'll sound amazing. And if you want to add the other part, the second variation, you can play that through the whole verse, and that'll sound good too. But in the original song, she plays them both. So she'll play like the first variation, then she'll play the second variation, and it'll go back to the first variation. It kind of flip flops. So yeah, definitely choose which one you want to play, or play both of them. It doesn't matter, but I want to give them both to you. So that is the verse section, both ways to play it. Once you get that down, let's go into the last section, which is like the bridge, my favorite section. So I'm going to play a little bit of it for you. Okay. Okay, so that's that part. That part is going to start right here. It's going to start on this chord. What you're doing is a B flat, D flat, F, A flat. Your left hand is going to do a B flat in the bass. So it's na, na, na. Okay, right there. Then your left hand is going to go to a D flat. When your left hand goes to this D flat, your right hand goes to a D flat, F, A flat. Okay, so you're just going. Then you're gonna go to this chord right here. Where is it at? Okay, right here. Right here, your right hand is gonna do a B flat, D flat, E flat, G flat. Your left hand is gonna do an E flat in the bass. Okay, that's your third chord. Then your left hand is gonna go to a B flat. You're not gonna hit a chord on your right hand with that. Then it's gonna go to this A flat. Okay, right there, your right hand is gonna do a B, E flat, A flat, and your left hand is gonna do an A flat in the bass. Okay, so I'm gonna play up to that point slowly. We're gonna start here. Okay, right here. Then it goes. Your left hand goes to a D flat. Then it goes to a E flat. Okay, right there. Your right hand is gonna hit a B flat, D flat, G flat, and like I said, your left hand is gonna be hitting this E flat in the bass. Okay, so that's one time around. The second time around is gonna be a little bit different. So I'm gonna play the first time around. This is part 3. First time around is gonna sound like this. Okay, then after that you can hit this transition chord, which is gonna go. Okay, you don't have to hit this chord. I hit it. So what you would do is you would hit an E flat, G flat, B flat, E flat. Okay, so you hit this chord and then you can start back over. Okay, so now this is gonna be our second time around in part 3. So our second time around is gonna start off the same. On the first chord, like it's gonna be a B flat, D flat, F, A flat. Your left hand is gonna do a B flat in the bass. Then she goes, okay, right here. Your right hand is gonna do an A, C, E, G. Your left hand is gonna do an A. Then you're gonna go down to this chord right here. Your right hand is gonna do an A flat, B natural, E flat, G flat. And your left hand is gonna do an A flat in the bass. Okay. So I'm gonna start from the second time around. The second time around, we're gonna hit our transition chord. Okay, we're right here. Then we go. Okay, right here. Your right hand is hitting a B natural, E flat, G flat. And your left hand is gonna hit a B natural on the bass. Then you're gonna finish right here. So the last chord of part 3. Your right hand is doing a B flat, D flat, G flat. Your left hand is gonna do an E flat in the bass. And that will finish the part 3. That's the last chord. Okay, so now let's start from the beginning. I'm going to play all of part 3 for you slowly so that you're not confused at all. Part 3, it's going to sound like this. Okay, that's part 3. After she plays part 3, she goes back to part 1. I mean, not part 1, to the verse. Okay, so that's going to be the whole song. You have the intro, play that one time. Then it goes to the verse, and there's 2 variations for the verse. You get to choose which variation you want to play. You can play either 1 or 2 or both of them. Doesn't matter which one you choose. And then after you go through the verse, she goes to part 3. Then she goes back to the verse, and the verse loops a few times, and then she goes back to part 3, and then part 3 just plays through the rest of the whole song, just straight up part 3. You could jam that, so you can play around with it and make it your own. But those are essentially the chords. I hope you all enjoy. Thank you all so much for watching. Big shout out to Jacqueline once again. I thank you for your donation. I hope this tutorial helped you. If it didn't help you, make sure you email me. I'll put that in the description, and or leave me a comment, your choice. So I hope you all enjoy. I hope you all understood it. Thank you all so much for watching. Take it easy.